Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Miss Britney from Girls Inc. of Memphis, and this is officially part 3 of our 3-part College 101 series, where we are discovering and discussing the basics of the undergraduate experience. And so stay tuned. So in part 1, we discussed, how to pick a school, what kind of demographics am I looking for, what are the school scores, the acceptance scores, financial aid. We discussed a bit about finances of a school and the tuition breakdown, how it works. And then in part 2, we talked about what happens once you get accepted to the school of your dreams. We talked about room and board, class schedules, staying on campus versus off campus. And so for part 3, what we have before us today is campus. We're gonna talk about campus resources. We're gonna talk about community resources, organizations on campus, whether they be a part of like your major or whether they be Greek organizations. We're gonna get into it all. There's an organization literally for everything at college. And so here we go. Okay, and so here we go. First things first. Campus resources. So literally campus has so many resources for you, and I'm going to discuss just a few. So first we have bookstores, and bookstores are important because that's where you get your books for school. And so you have bookstores on campus, or you have off-campus bookstores, which are sometimes a little cheaper. Literally in the context of books, there's so many options. So I personally got a few of my books on campus, a few off campus, and a whole lot of them on like Amazon or thriftbooks.com or something like that for much cheaper than the bookstore had them. Next, we have the University Center, and the University Center for me at our school, which was located in the center of campus, it had restaurants, literally something for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It had like a little convenience store downstairs. There was like a small ATM, I remember, and also like a post office area, or like a little PO box area. The UC Center also had a lot of tables and chairs for like studying or for like hanging out. It had like this patio area at MTSU. I remember people used to hang out there, so definitely check out your university centers. There's it's pretty fun, honestly. Like in the middle of like you have a break between classes, you go pick up you a little Subway or something, and then you see your friends, and it's like a vibe. So pretty fun. And then other resources, so we had the rec center, of course, for those who work out. And our rec center had literally everything: a basketball court, you could play tennis in there, you could run upstairs around the track. I believe we had a pool. I'm pretty sure there was a pool in there. I don't think I ever used a pool in the rec center, but I'm pretty sure we had one. And so then also libraries. Libraries, what do you do in libraries? Literally study. But other than study, we held meetings in the library in different organizations and groups I was in. They had like special study rooms. They had different kinds of events. Different organizations held events at the library, resume building, etc., etc. And so libraries. And also a big one that is super crucial if you don't want to take your own laptop or something to school, which I would recommend, but schools do have computer labs. We had one that was called actually, I'm not gonna tell you what it was called because I forgot. It started with a B though. And then there was, you just took your ID card, you swiped in, you were able to be in there. It was open BAS, that's what it was called. You were able to swipe in and be in there all night if you needed to. It had computers. I believe the doors locked at a certain hour and you could only get in with a swipe. I believe that's how it worked. I don't really know. But yeah, it had computers in there, printers, staplers, scissors, fax machines, copy machines, literally anything you needed. So definitely check out your computer lab because you might need it. And I had my own laptop, but when I would leave my laptop at home, or when I just needed to use the computer real quick to print something off before school, the printing was free, or before class, the printing was free, and so that's always an option. And so yeah, those are the campus resources, and then depending on what school you go to, I'm pretty sure there's like so many more resources. Like I know some schools have chapels. I believe MTSU had one, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure though. chapels. I know schools have science labs for different majors, like come as you are kind of science labs. And so, yeah, math labs. Okay, and so now we're gonna get into clubs and organizations, and literally on campus, there's a club or organization for everything. You have clubs and organizations related to ethnicity, to majors, to travel, to literally just about everything. And of course you have organizations like sororities and fraternities, but literally on campus, you can find a tribe or a group of people with common interest almost on every campus, everywhere. There's something for you for sure, believe me. Okay, and so lastly, my favorite, studying abroad. I think everyone should study abroad. Maybe not freshman year, because maybe you need to gather resources like money, scholarships, get your parents' approval, or research the places that are being, presented. But I really believe that everyone before leaving college should study abroad. It's just like life-changing, especially if you've never been outside of the United States. There's literally so much out there, so many places, so many different cultures and cuisines. It's just a beautiful thing, honestly. And so some basics for studying abroad: GPA. They don't just let anybody go with any kind of grades. You have to be at a standard in order to have access to these trips, right? And locations, they go literally anywhere. So I have been out of undergrad for a minute, but last year I was in grad school. I've graduated now. And so for grad school, I actually decided to study abroad for my thesis, and I went to Ireland. We visited Galway, Belfast, and Dublin. And literally, so I've never been to Ireland, and it was like eye-opening, like, oh my goodness. First of all, Ireland is beautiful. Aesthetics, please, like, so beautiful. But just to see how life ran in Ireland, it was just like amazing. It was literally 10 o'clock at nighttime, and it was looking like it was 6:30 in Memphis. The sky was beautiful, and they drive on the opposite side of the road. The cuisine was interesting. They don't have ice cubes in the restaurants, and so it was just really cool. You see like these sheep and animals walking all the time, just randomly in the street. So love that. A lot of water, a lot of greenery. Okay, so anyway, enough about Ireland. Ireland was cool, great experience. I recommend you go somewhere, because what? Oh my goodness, and there are like so many places to go. And even if you're already thinking about it, you could literally start freshman year and go to like 4 different countries by the time you're a senior. Like, what? Sign me up, sign me up. And so the duration, things to think about: how long will you be in these certain places? So for Ireland, I think we were there 2.5 weeks, almost 3, but sometimes you could stay for like 6 months. Like you could actually complete a semester there. You can stay for a month or a week, or weeks at a time. And so it's just like super cool studying abroad, learning about something other than what you know. And so, yeah, and then time frames, how long you need to plan for a trip. So that's whether you have to get your GPA up, hopefully it stays up, finances, when the trip is planned for. So it's 2020 now. They could tell you about a trip in 2020, but they're not taking it until December 2021. And so like the duration of time you have to actually like prepare yourself to go on these trips. 10 out of 10 recommend. Studying abroad is like, it like enhances your college experience to like the 100th degree. Amazing. If you can't already tell, I'm really passionate about like traveling and like your perspective changing when you like go and experience different people in different places. And so 10 out of 10 recommend. Please study abroad. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that wraps it up, friends. Part 1, 2, 3 complete. Finito. I don't even know if that's a word or not, but anyway, it's complete. I hope you go back to watch videos 1 and 2, and also watch this one. And some questions to think about. What did you learn about the basics of this undergraduate experience that you didn't previously know? I'd love to know that. Did you enjoy this information? Would you like more information like this or information on specific topics? Let me know. And how can this information be helpful in your future? I want you to ponder on these things and literally type it hashtag Girls Inc. of Memphis on Instagram, YouTube, under the comments. Literally, I'd love to know what you think. So thanks for kicking it with me for College 101, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.